Hey, we're live. Okay, I hope this works. I'm using my secondary camera and my computer's over here, so I can't really see, but once I switch to the other mode, it'll be easier. Can you hear me? I apologize for the technical difficulties. I love being able to cook with you in my kitchen and being able to invite you in. I don't love when technology doesn't work. So I'm Erin Chase from $5 Dinners, and this is my Dinner Made Easy show where once a week we prep dinner and get it cooking. Sometimes I'm here in the morning if we're doing a slow cooker meal, and oftentimes I'm here in the afternoon. So I think we can hear, because I just heard it in the other room from my husband. So, hey, Krista, hey, glad you're back. Thanks for sticking with me. So we are making a kid favorite. We are going to take chicken nuggets, chicken strips, if you will, up about 500 levels. And this is super delicious, and it's really easy. I think when you see homemade chicken nuggets or homemade chicken strips, you're like, oh my gosh, that's so high maintenance. Really, it's not high maintenance. And although I'm not going to do this today, okay, great guys. I'm seeing comments over here. So I have two places I have to look, so I apologize. And I'm not going to do this today, but oftentimes when we need to crush things, I invite the boys in because they like to crush stuff. And so I'm just going to do it quickly today for the sake of this video here. So let me know what you're having for dinner. And let me know if you've ever made this. It's kind of a newer recipe on the website. Crispy cheddar chicken bake. We are going to do the following. Let me switch this down. Glad this is working better, guys. Okay, thanks for sticking with me. We're going to go top shot here. Let me see. I'm sorry. I like to not have to do that with my other toggle cameras, but they're just not functioning today because technology is just being fussy. Okay, so what we are going to do, first we need to preheat the oven to 350. I already did that. Second, we need to melt butter. I also already did that for the sake of time. Hey Jenny, hey Judy, Alexis, hello. So I'm going to pour the butter. It actually got a little browned. It's a little slightly browned butter. We'll call it that. Not really, but it looked more browned when it was in the pan. So we are going to use this butter. We're going to dip so that the cracker mix will stick, okay? Thanks for the loves, thanks for the likes, thanks for sharing this, guys. I'm all about helping make dinner super easy for you and your family. Okay, the first thing I was going to show you, I don't really need to show you, but I'm going to give you this tip anyways. They did not have the chives that I like that come in the package that are the longer ones, and so I was planning to, I thought these were going to be wound up in this little container. My store was out of the other variety that I prefer, and I was going to use my pizza wheel to cut them, because that's what I like to do when I need to cut longer chives, even rosemary, things like that. So that was my tip I was going to share with you, but they're already chopped up. I've never bought this kind before. But we need the chives. Uh-oh, what happened? There we go. We need the chives to go in our mix. But before we do that, so that was the tip I was going to show you, so pretend I just showed you this. Before we do that, we need to, let me switch these. I'm sorry, you guys. I had this all set up, and then I had to switch the camera. So we're going to take a sleeve of Ritz crackers. I like to use Ritz because they're so buttery already in flavor. You don't have to use Ritz. You could use another, just another cracker of some kind. We have, I've done this with saltines before. You just got to get them really crushed up. And if you do use saltines, you need to use a little bit more butter probably to give them that extra buttery flavor. So my question for you is, how do you crush things? I just put these in a bowl, and you might be going what is she doing? What is she doing? Casey, I'm sorry, what happened? Yes, you need to try this when you get home. I hope you recover quickly, whatever it is. Oh, Judy's having jello. This is medical procedure day. What happened? Oh, goodness, guys, I'm so sorry. Okay, Andrea's making sausage. I'm going to use my masher and just do this. But how do you do yours? I'm curious how you do yours. All right, so we have Ritz crackers. You saw the chives, so yes, you're right. The chives are going in here. We're also going to do a little garlic because garlic makes most things better. Not everything, but a lot of things. A lot of things in the kitchen. I also didn't want, sometimes I'll put these into a Ziploc, but I didn't want to waste a Ziploc. You take what you call it? Yes, a plastic bag and a rolling pin, or a meat mallet or something like that. But I didn't want to waste one. So I'm just using my potato masher because it works just the same, right? And I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing because I am watching your comments. So thank you. Sounds like most everybody does and beats them to death. Yes, it's good therapy. I think sometimes, kids maybe had a rough day at school, a little cranky in the car on the way home. Like, just give them the thing and let them pound it out. But I'm doing this instead. So there you go. 2 ways to do this. I also want to share that we are shooting this live on Facebook. So if you're catching the replay or if you're watching this on YouTube, you will not see the finished product. I cannot tell you how many comments that I get from people that are upset because I don't show the finished product. The finished product is on the link, the recipe linked here on the website. So you can go see what it looks like over there, but we will not see that here tonight. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to add in a little garlic. I ran out of minced garlic actually earlier this week. So I'm just going to put in some garlic powder. That's pretty powdery, so I think it'll mix in evenly. I think it'll be okay. I'll probably do about a teaspoon of the garlic powder. Again, minced garlic works really well, or you could even use garlic salt. But garlic salt I think would be too salty because the crackers have a little salt in them already. Let's see. And then we need to add the chives. Just give that a little toss. It doesn't have to be much. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of the chives. Those guys have such a nice flavor. We don't need too much. And it complements the final addition here before we start to bread this. Oh, Casey, I'm so sorry. I hope you do get home this weekend and everything they're giving you helps you recover fast. Okay. Sharp, shredded cheddar. I need you to write down the word sharp, okay? It needs to be sharp. We're going to do about a cup and a half. That's probably good. Please make it sharp. The sharp has such a strong flavor, and it does a great job working together with the chives and kind of with the soft butteriness of the crackers. How do you like that? Yum! I legit think I should take a pinchful and just eat it like that. Would you guys judge me if I did that? Would you think I was terrible if I just ate it right out of there? Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, just for the sake of dipping, because this bowl's kind of tall, it's hard to see the lighting, I'm going to transfer this, and these are my favorite dipping bowls because they're really wide, and now I have dip 1, coat into the baking dish. So that's what we're going to do now. If I can get this all in one shot, let me see. Looks like a smiley face, 2 eyes and a mouth ready to eat this chicken. All right, now for the chicken, again, preheated to 350, melted butter, crackers, cheese, chives, and garlic. Okay, simple, right? If you wanted to do a little salt and pepper in there, you could. You really don't need a lot of salt because it's got quite a bit actually from the cheese and the crackers. So again, up to you. Now, the chicken. You could use chicken breasts. If you're going to do that, you're going to need to pound them out. Get them to be even because, and this is the reason, this is super important. If you learn anything from me today, learn this. Okay. This stuff, this cracker mixture, will not do well in an oven for an hour. Typically when you bake chicken breasts, if you bake them with a sauce or roast them with other things, you're typically in the oven for about an hour. But these crackers will not hold up that long. If you cover it and then uncover it, they'll almost get soggy, if you will. So if you're using chicken breasts, you need to pound them out and then slice them into tenderloin size pieces, if you will, since we're making chicken strips. So the other alternative is just to use chicken tenderloins. That's a lot easier. So that's what I'm going to do here. So I have a pack of, I believe it's about 12. And I'm just going to do dip in the butter. You want to coat both sides. It's hard to see. Let me shift this. Let me see if we can do it this direction. I'm sorry, you guys. And the lighting's funny because of anyways, okay. It doesn't have to be gorgeous in the pan. Let me see if this will work. Will that work? Kind of, sort of, not really. Okay, well, whatever. We're going to try here. So dip, coat, be generous with your coating, and into the pan. You with me? And we're just going to repeat that until this pan is completely full. And this should be exactly right. I might need to get another pan for three or four of these, but I'm going to nest them in there super cozy. We're going to bake these guys at 350 for about 30 minutes. 30, maybe 35, obviously until the chicken is cooked through. Again, these are tenderloins, so they won't take nearly as long as if you were using a chicken breast. Could you use chicken thighs with this one, a boneless, skinless chicken thigh? Maybe if you cut it up into little tiny nugget size, but nugget size won't really work with the, you would need a lot more breading if you were going to do the nugget size. So you could make adjustments that way as well. Again, the recipe is linked here on the video. You can go there, print it out, save it to your Pinterest, however you do recipes. Print it out for your recipe binder, whatever, however you roll. And some of those bigger chunks, you can just kind of crush them down real quick, right? Okay. Now, if you're commenting, I can't see it, so sorry. All right, quick recap of this recipe, because I'm about finished here. We had 8 tenderloins. You could use 4 chicken breasts and cut them into, pound them out and cut them into thirds to make kind of tenderloin size. And that is the chicken. We melted a quarter cup of butter, quarter to a third cup of butter. And then I crushed 1 sleeve of Ritz crackers. I have more over here, don't worry. I'm not going to run out. I crushed 1 sleeve of Ritz crackers with my potato masher. This is actually going to fit perfectly. Look at this. Love it. Okay. And I added in about a teaspoon of garlic powder or minced garlic. I added in a tablespoon of chives. And then a cup and a half-ish of sharp cheddar. You want to use the sharp cheddar because you want that powerful flavor and it complements the chives really nicely. And then you just load up this dish. This is 12 tenderloins, that's what I thought. 12 tenderloins or 4 chicken breasts pounded and cut up into thirds. We have a little bit of this mix left over. Obviously we cannot eat this, so I am going to fill in some empty spots. Like there's a little spot right here. So I'm going to fill in now a few of these empty spots you can see here. So if you're loving this, hit me up with some love, please. Okay. Questions. I gotta wash my hands before I see what other comments are coming through. You got any questions for me? Again, if you're watching this live, I cannot show you the finished product because it's going to go in the oven for 30 minutes. And as much as I love you guys, I don't really think we need to hang out here for 30 minutes, do you? We actually did that not long ago with an Instant Pot recipe. It wasn't as long, though. We had a lot of fun, actually. That was kind of fun, but 30 minutes seems kind of long. And I have soccer practice to go pick up and 3 kids going to basketball practice tonight. So I think for the sake of this evening, I am just going to take this 500 levels up homemade chicken strips. So good. Whoever's hitting up that heart, I love you. I love you back. We are going to put this in the oven at 350 for about 30 minutes. And my children, they will start to smell this soon. They know this one. We do this one quite a bit. I don't repeat a lot of meals around here. Being a food blogger, that's kind of the nature of what happens. And so, Susan, that is a great idea to do one of the flavored. There might be a ranch flavor. A ranch seasoning instead of garlic would be really fantastic in there. Oh, gosh. Sorry, I'm tripping over my stool. So I love it. And again, if you want to see the finished product, it's linked here on the video. Go and check that out. It's super delicious. Yes, I would serve this with a salad. I think the last time we had this, I made it with a salad. But tonight we're making it with green beans because that's what I have in the freezer for today. So that is what I know. I think any sort of vegetable or side salad, whatever works for you guys. If you love spinach salad, if you love sauteed spinach, if you love whatever's on sale. How about that? That's the real answer. Whatever is on sale, vegetable-wise, serve it with that. Okay, crispy cheddar chicken bake. Here, I'm gonna switch. This is kind of awkward with this other camera. I don't have my other camera. Okay, crispy cheddar chicken bake. That's what we're having for dinner tonight. Make this sometime. Come back and let me know how you enjoy it. Again, thank you for being with me here in my kitchen. I wish we could cook together, but this is the next best thing. Happy Thursday. I will not see you next week. I will see you in 2 weeks for the next episode of the Dinner Made Easy show.